Hi everyone, Lady Amalthea here. I've just been watching some of Kelly Ann Maddox's videos and I will post them in the description below. Um, and it got me thinking, so it's currently September and Kelly Ann does in the month of September something called Self-Love September. So the most recent video of hers that I watched, and I do believe it is also the most recent video in the series, is one about using a poppet for self-love. And I thought, you know what, that's a bit of witchcraft I could get behind. So in the process of watching another one of her videos, I made a little poppet. Got some hair sticking up and it's very imperfect. I'm not going to go into too many details because it's quite personal, um, but this little process was a lot of fun, and I knew I needed to do something with my crafting energy today, and I wasn't quite sure what I wanted to work on, and this poppet was definitely the right thing. Um, so Kellyanne does talk about making a poppet in her video, which I will link, and I thought this could be like a good little spell craft kind of project. And I am someone who experiences anxiety. It's a lot better than it used to be. And I find having things to focus my attention onto when I'm in times of anxiety really helps refocus my brain and kind of snaps me out of the feeling of despair. So um, I thought I could carry this around with me and I could have something to focus my attention on. And it's nice and compact. I mean, look, it fits into my hand. If I have something with pockets, I can just stuff it in my pocket or in my bag, or I haven't quite decided how I'll be transporting it around yet. But yeah, it's just a nice little kind of easy thing, and you can just kind of have it with you. And I stuffed some lavender inside of it, of a lavender plant I used to have that unfortunately died because I do not have green thumbs. I have killed multiple succulents. Plants aren't my thing. I'm just not good at plants. I am sorry, plants. It's not that I don't love you and appreciate you. It's just that you and I cannot coexist in terms of me being your caretaker. I can look after a sentient creature like a dog, but I can't look after a sentient creature like a plant. So yeah, there's that. I mean, my dog's good. He's right beside me, actually, down on the floor. He's been out in the sun because it's a nice sunny day here in very early spring, and it's our first spring here in Perth. So we'll have to see if either of us have seasonal allergies here, as we both did in Sydney, so that will be an interesting development. But part of the reason I wanted to make this video wasn't just to mention the Poppet, which I thought was a cool little fun thing, and to mention Kellyanne's videos, was also to talk about another topic that Kellyanne's videos touched on, which is separation from family and putting up boundaries with family. And I realised on the weekends, after some discussions that I was having with some friends, that I still have a lot of trauma around family separation, family loss. The death of my dad in 2016 was a huge loss. My dad wasn't perfect. My dad was abusive. He was a terrible husband to my mother, and like he was a disaster, but he was my dad, and he made me who I am. Everything good about me comes from my parents, so you can't discount that entirely, but there is definitely some trauma in that, and there's trauma at other family loss and situations I'm not going to go into in great detail because who knows, maybe some of those family members may or may not watch these videos. So I certainly don't want to say anything negative about them in a space that they could potentially find and would cause further harm. But I certainly realized that I'm not as healed as I thought I was. And there's certainly some trauma still lingering and that I have more work to do. Um, life is undergoing a series of changes. I'm having surgery in less than 5 weeks. This time next month, I will already be in Sydney getting ready for that surgical procedure, which will, in theory, take away the majority of the chronic pain I deal with. So that's pretty exciting. It's also effing terrifying because it's a big period of change and transition, and all kinds of things will be happening. And I don't know how long I'll be away for. I don't know how long I'll be back in Sydney for. I'm going to miss my dog like crazy. I'll miss my friends here, but it'll be good to see my friends over there and see my family, all. It is what it is. And I'm hoping I'll get to see the jacarandas blossom because I haven't noticed a single jacaranda tree here in Perth. I don't know if they're just in areas I haven't been or if they just don't have them here. And spring is jacarandas for me, which is funny because they are not even a native tree to Sydney. Aren't they from South America? I think they're from South America. Like, I want to say Argentina or Brazil. I'm not 100% sure. So, but yeah, they're not a native to Sydney, but they are so ubiquitous in Sydney. Plenty of people think they might be. They are just such gorgeous purple flowers that I know they set off some of my friends' allergies, but to me those plants represent that it's springtime, so it'll be really weird to not have a spring with them. So the fact that I will get to experience some of that is a good thing. Trying to think if there was anything else. Kind of wanted to say, I had a therapy session today and I'm feeling like very positive about how therapy is going. And I just wanted to say that as much as we can, yes, we should be normalizing that therapy is a thing that you do. We should be making it an accessible thing that you do. Like, it's got to be accessible because a lot of people who need it can't afford it. Yeah, like it's very unfair. So I don't think I have anything else I really want to say, but yeah, check out Kellyanne's videos if you're into that kind of thing, and I hope whoever is watching this is well, and feel free to drop me a message or leave a comment or anything. If you have any suggestions or videos you'd like to see me make, I do enjoy making them. I know they aren't the most professional looking things. I'll get there. I have improved vastly since I started, but I'll get there. Many blessings and thank you for watching.